Okay, children, now we will know about the importance of plains. As we know that the plains are flat and vast landforms. They are mostly preferred for residing. They are very important because they are very vast, they are flat, less than 200 meters above the sea level, and they can be used for used by the people for residing as compared to any other landform. Now here we can see some points for the importance of plains. Firstly, fertile land for agriculture, because the plains are formed by the rivers, because the plains are formed by the deposition and erosion, the sediments which are brought down by the river. They are very fertile. The crops grown on the plains actually increase the production. They are very fertile lands, and that is why they are also called granaries of the world. Next, we can take up the point as construction of roads, tracks, railways, airports are very easy in the plains because there is no obstruction. Moreover, the transportation of goods like cement, like any other bricks and all are very easy in the plains for construction of roads, tracks, railways, airports. Not only these, but also the infrastructure, the buildings, the bridges, the houses, the malls, all these infrastructure are also very easy to be constructed in the plains. Thirdly, they support large population because of the rivers flowing, because of the plains being formed by the rivers. That is, basically the plains are the river bank, are close to the river banks, and wherever there is the water sufficiency, maximum population will survive there. So because of the good agricultural prospects, because of the easy construction of roads and railways and even communication networks infrastructure, these these plains are very preferred for the residing of population. Next, we have here they are suitable for humans and animals. Even the animals are very comfortable in the plains rather than in any other landform, on any other landforms. They are suitable for human beings. Human beings here means the population. Basically, again, we can repeat the points. How are they suitable for humans? Next is scope for industrialization. Again, to set up an industry, there is a need for a lot of investment in terms of capital, labor, machinery, and so many other things. So, transporting the material in the mountains or basically in the valleys or mountains is very difficult. So plains are again preferred zone for industrialization. So we can sum up this as the importance of plains. We can again repeat the 5 points. Firstly, we can say fertile land for agriculture, and they are also called the granaries of the world. Number 2 can be construction of roads, tracks, railways, airports, and also infrastructure. And also infrastructure. And we can also consider here communication networks. Communication networks. Next, we can say number 3 that they support large population because, as we know, mountains are a beautiful place. They have scenic beauty, but maximum population lives in plains because mountain the facilities being provided in mountains is not as comfortable as in plains. Number 4, they are suitable both for humans as well as animals. Number 5, we can say, is the scope for industrialization. Industrialization means setting up of an industry is very easy in the plains. Last topic in this lesson, children, here we have is landforms and people. How are people affected by the landforms on the earth? Or we can say, how do the landforms on the earth affect the people? How does it influence the people? First point we can take up here as in case of any earthquake or volcanic eruption. That means in case of any natural disaster being occurred in any landform, It can cause losses of life and property, infrastructure, and so many other things. So, this is the first effect of landforms, that the land, any disturbance or any change in the landforms can cause loss of life and property also. Next, we can also say that landforms influence weather. As you all know, children, when we go higher upon the hills like Shimla, Manali, the temperature there is very low. The temperature is very low. We feel very nice when we go in the summer break to the mountains and all. So we can say that landforms influence the weather of a place. Plains are relatively warmer and mountains are a cooler place. So we can say that temperature decreases with increase in height. Next point is easy construction of infrastructure on plains than on mountains. This point we have already discussed here, that is why landforms have affected people, that it is easier for people to construct infrastructure, buildings, houses, and so many other entertainment infrastructures, bridges, roads, that plains are preferred here. So that is why landforms are very important for people. Next, we can take here, children, nature of rocks. That means the landforms, even the plains. The plains can be very effective only if the nature of rocks and soil are worthy. They are worthy of being formed as a landform. Like for example, children, Zirakpur here, the soil, the nature of rocks here is not as strong. That is why whenever it is rainy season, the water gets accumulated on the roads. So it is a low lying area. That is why the nature of rocks and soil also influences whether the humans can dwell safely, whether the humans can live safely in that place or not. Lastly, the landforms influence the agricultural practices, agricultural production, because they also influence the weather of a place. As we know that the mountains have cold temperature, the climate there is very low, temperature is very low. So the growing of crops and agriculture is not very preferred there. But plains are warmer and they are suitable for all types of crops, as we have discussed here, fertile land for agriculture. So here we can say that landform, here plains, we can say plains influence the agricultural production. Landforms like mountains, plateaus are rich in mineral wealth. But plateaus cannot have much of agricultural production as compared to plains. Even mountains cannot have much agricultural productions. So, children, this is how landforms affect the people in general. Thank you.